My sister-in-law slapped me across the face at my own anniversary dinner because I filled my plate before hers. "You need to remember where you stand in this family," she said, while my children stared and my husband studied his food. For 11 years I had swallowed insults to keep the peace. That night, peace finally became too expensive. I placed my fork down, wiped my fingers on the napkin I had ironed that morning, and slapped her back. Then I faced my husband. A man who watches his wife be humiliated does not deserve to stay her husband. I took my 7-year-old daughter Nora by one hand and my 5-year-old son Eli by the other. We left the house I had largely paid for while his family sat frozen around my table. I drove straight to my parents' home. My mother opened the door, saw the red mark on my cheek, and pulled us inside without asking questions. For the first time in years, I slept without rehearsing tomorrow's apology. My husband, Daniel, called constantly. When I answered 3 days later, he begged me to come home. "My sister will apologize," he promised. "The children need us together." "How many times did you watch them shame me and say nothing?" Silence answered for him. I filed for divorce 11 days later. My attorney, Mara Collins, asked for complete financial records. I expected arguments over custody and the house. I did not expect theft. Over 4 years, Daniel had transferred nearly $60,000 from our joint account to his sister, Vanessa, whose failing catering company survived on family rescues. Most of that account had been funded by my interior design income. He called the transfers loans, although no payment had ever returned. Then, Mara found something worse. 18 months earlier, someone had filed a quitclaim document attempting to give 10% of our home to Daniel's mother, Celeste. My signature appeared at the bottom. I had never signed it. A forensic examiner compared the document with my mortgage records and found mismatched pressure, awkward pen lifts, and traced curves. The county recorder had already flagged the filing and suspended it because required verification never arrived. The transfer had failed, but the attempt was real. The house had been purchased with my father's help. I had paid for every renovation. Daniel's family had mocked my money while quietly trying to turn it into theirs. When confronted, Daniel admitted the secret transfers but denied knowing about the forged deed. I stopped caring which betrayal he considered acceptable. The investigation uncovered a pattern. Years earlier, Celeste had attempted a similar property transfer during a dispute with her late husband's sister. A former employee of Vanessa's company also produced inflated invoices, including one from my anniversary dinner. I had unknowingly paid extra money that Vanessa redirected into her business. The divorce moved faster than the criminal investigation. My calendars, messages, and school records showed I had handled nearly every appointment, illness, meeting, and emergency involving the children. I received primary custody. Daniel received structured visits and an order to provide a full accounting of the missing funds. Nora blamed herself at first. One night she asked whether serving herself before Aunt Vanessa had caused everything. I held her face gently. "This was never about food. It was about someone needing others to feel small. You did nothing wrong." Eli only asked when he would have his own room again. "You will," I promised, "and it will be peaceful." Nora joined a soccer team. Eli filled his room with dinosaurs, and our days became ordinary again. I discovered ordinary felt miraculous when nobody demanded fear as the price of peace. Within a year, Vanessa's company collapsed. Daniel agreed to repay the diverted money in installments rather than risk a longer fraud battle. Celeste's claim vanished from the county record, restoring the house fully to me. The district attorney continued reviewing the forgery, slowly, exactly as Mara warned. 2 years after the dinner, Daniel asked to meet before the divorce became final. He looked exhausted. "I should have chosen you every time," he said. "I am sorry." Once those words would have saved our marriage. Now they only confirmed why it had ended. "I believe you regret losing me," I said. "That is not the same as protecting me when I was still yours to protect." The divorce was finalized on a gray Tuesday. I walked out holding Nora's and Eli's hands, just as I had 2 years earlier. This time, I was not escaping. I was returning home. My business partner hosted dinner that weekend. The table was crowded, the chairs mismatched, and everyone laughed too loudly. Without thinking, I served myself first. No one objected. My mother caught my eye and smiled. I finally understood that belonging is not earned by enduring humiliation. Love does not require silence, and family does not grant anyone ownership over your dignity. For years, I had waited at the edge of someone else's table for scraps of respect. Now I sat at the head of my own.